Hey guys, welcome back. So like I said, I was doing some work on, of course I find something I missed here, on this trap as it got run over. As you can see now, it's square-ish, but it's not going to interfere with the pan or anything like that. And it's actually stronger than it was before, so hopefully it'll maintain. Got a really sharp edge here that I'll get rid of before I lose track of it here. What the hell is going on? Give me there. Okay, sorry about that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about these clips and this tool here. Now the clips come like this. They're straight and it's kind of like the letter J. So then you put them in here with, and the pliers have got two prongs on the top, one on the bottom. So you put the curve side in the single prong side, and then you give it a little tension. Now, if you have a spot where, let's say, here's a good spot here. You got a little separation in the wire and you want to close that gap. The really nice thing about these is you can do that. I like to get a little bit of the bend going, get it locked in place, and then you set the pliers, and then as you're bending it, you just roll it around, and that, as you can see here, by the bend in the wire, it'll actually create tension there for you. Then you can just bear it down and it'll lock it into place. I did put a couple more along the edge here, along this seam near the back, because it seemed to be moving a little bit. Up here seems to be pretty tight, and of course this is going to prove me wrong while I'm on camera. So, but that's the beauty of these things. They're so inexpensive that when in doubt, just put like 1 or 2 or 15 extras just to make sure that it's in place and it's not going to come apart on you. And one thing I noticed with making the rabbit cage is that these actually add some stability to building a cage. I'm going to try to make a live trap from scratch. Don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see, because I don't know. I lucked out and I found these on a killer sale at Tractor Supply years and years ago. I don't even remember what the occasion was, but I got this one and the medium-sized raccoon trap for like $30, $25, $30, something like that. It was just a steal, and I wasn't into live trapping, but you know, I had the thought that, you know, they stack inside of each other and they don't take up a whole lot of room, so you know. And then it turns out I've used them. I've caught more in these traps than I have in my other traps. Maybe not the coon cuffs. It's probably neck and neck with that, because I've caught a few things with coon cuffs. As Tyson McKibben, T-Mac with Wild for the Outdoors, I recommend checking them guys out. His channel is just chock-a-block full of really good information. Well, he can tell you that my trapping experience with possums was it had a poor start. That's one thing that that nobody ever told me with possums, is that their brain is on the back, and it like comes up and it's like two little things so I had the thought, you know, I'm going to dispatch this possum by shooting him between the eyes, because that's what you do to an animal to kill him quickly, is to shoot him in the brain, right between the eyes. That poor animal, I almost packed everything up and just quit trapping after that, because it was one of those moments where it was like, wow, that's some little consequential thing that you just, no one thinks to tell you about. And I see all these trapping shows that are like, dispatch it, shoot it in the head, club it, you know, it'll be fine. But they don't tell you like key information, like if you shoot a possum in the head, you gotta put the barrel in its ear. That way you're guaranteed to make the shot. Now I'm using these to kind of reinforce this where it's moving a little bit. So now I'll take a regular pair of pliers and I'll come in and I'll crimp that, and then come back through with these guys, crimp it again, because I missed it. Here we go. There, that's better. So then that crimping these with a pair of pliers is going to add a little bit more rigidity to the trap, so it's going to keep this from moving too much, and I'll keep them from working its way out. And you can see, as you can see, it's pretty. I got it pretty square again, and of course, now that I'm looking at it, I'm lying to you. This one is a little. There we go. All right. So now it's back to working just fine. A lot of issues I'm having with this cheaper trap is it is a cheaper trap. The welds on the wires aren't very good, so I'm having wires popping all over the place. They especially like to pop along the edge where you can't, you know, put a little twist of wire on it to reinforce that. So, but we'll find out. We'll see. I'll definitely give you an update on whether or not I got them. What I used. I'm going to be using Cantaloupe. I have found that in several resources that say that they love cantaloupe. It's one of the things that they just go gaga over, and I'm really hoping that's true, because we really want to get rid of these guys. So stay tuned for an update on the chicks, on the trap, on the canoe, and on whatever else I can come up with. So until next time, guys, like, subscribe, share, comment, make suggestions. You know, just remember, guys, keep it constructive. That's what this is all about. Is I'm trying to have, I think, a certain way, so I like to put that out there. So if other people want to see and try the way I do things, that's great. But more importantly, it's a way for somebody to go, that's not going to work because, but this is going to work because of that. So, and that's my real goal, is just to help people find solutions to things that they're looking for. Because right now the internet's full of pros. I am by no mean a professional trapper or a professional animal husbandry person. I'm not a farmer. I'm not a livestock farmer. I'm a city boy that got to live on his dream, where I live inside of a bunch of property that will not be developed on, so I can have chickens, I can trap, I can hunt, I can fish, and I can do all the things that I want now. So stay tuned, guys. As soon as I come up with another video, I'll get it up as soon as I can. Bye.